It is a beautiful winter's day here in Napa, California, and I am heading out to go ride a new purpose-built double black diamond trail called Zayn here in Skyline Park. Well, I guess the trail I'm gonna go ride is actually in Suskull Headwaters Park, but there's no way to get to that park unless you go through Skyline. Things are green and growing right now. I actually came out and did this ride last week. Made a horrific mistake with my GoPro. I had the wrong lens on. Ruined the entire ride, ruined the footage. I can't remember that ever happening in 9 years of making YouTube videos. So I've definitely been on a ride and crashed and messed up the equipment, broke the equipment during a ride, but I've never made like a super fatal mistake like that I can remember. Climbing up lower Skyline. A little nicer than the fire road. Fire road's easier, but this is just beautiful out here. There's also a couple crazy good challenges that I got to take on. Oh yeah, here we go. Might not look like much on camera, but it's always something. That'll be the theme of the day for sure. The downhill, the Zayn trail. I'm sure it'll look nice and flat, but it is pretty steep. Okay, I got the first couple little challenges. This is the first big one. Yes, come on. Oh, man, so close. Always looks easy in theory. Oh, come on. Okay. I'll give it one more. Like I've said a million times now, the Ripmo is definitely better on these types of climbs than the HD6. It actually feels possible. Oh man, definitely feel like I need to just be going fast, punching through. Not today. Yeah, the Ripmo responsiveness is so nice. Every pedal feels like you're getting somewhere. Look at this nice berm. Shame to be riding uphill. I can see some horse hoof damage. Maybe we'll run into some horses today. Got some deer uphill. Eat that poison oak while you're at it, please. Probably doesn't taste so good, huh? Got my trip to Nepal coming up in just a couple days, so I'm in mad dash mode to get some videos edited, uploaded, shot. But at least when I'm out on a ride, all that fades away. I can just go ride. Don't have to worry about anything except the trail and the poison oak and the skunks and the mountain lions and somebody trying to jump over this. It's kind of the worst spot of climbing this. I still got to swap out all my cockpit as well. Change my dropper post to the wireless one. What are the odds I don't ever end up doing it? I got to do it because the bike is perfectly functioning right now. Everything's good. But I really need the Trail 1 Hell's Gate grips. That would be a very nice upgrade. Not digging these grips. Basic lizard skins. Man, this is totally worth it. I was dreading doing this climb, but it's like this perfect battle fitness. Now I'm feeling good. It's a good warm-up, wake up. 700 feet of climbing down, a couple thousand to go. I wonder if I'll see any snakes out here today. Probably time. Hello. Man, I'm really looking forward to getting out on some jumps on this bike, because right now I feel like I can pop off all this little humpy stuff and get air so easily. I got to go down to like Lake Cunningham in San Jose, the adventure sports park, and I think that's like the only place off the top of my head in the Bay Area that has some jumps. Stafford Lake Park, Marin County, I think does as well. Maybe I should check that out. Started off so cold. Now I'm good. Very nice to have just the hip pack on today. Ever since I went to Scotland, I've been wearing my backpack that I bought there on every ride, and love the utility of the backpack. It's awesome, but the back sweat is just oppressive. I was certainly not expecting to be sweating buckets on this fine winter's day, but I always start every ride prepared with the best electrolyte drink mix in the business and the fine sponsor of today's video, Element. The Element mission is to restore health through hydration. If you don't have your electrolytes dialed in, you're gonna get cramps and headaches. You're gonna have the general tiredness that we all hate. I tried just about every single electrolyte drink mix on the planet before I found Element, and it finally checked all the boxes for me. Tasted fantastic, did not have a pound of sugar, kept me fired up and stable through a ride, but it didn't make me all jittery, and most importantly, it would never mess with my stomach. The Element thesis is out with sugar and in with salt. They believe that most people, especially healthy, active people that get out and sweat a lot, need more salt in their diet, not less, to feel good and perform their best. The best way to get started with Element is to use my link, drinkelement.com/BKXC. Put in an order for citrus salt. It's the most middle of the road. It's my favorite. And then with that order, you're gonna get an 8-pack sample pack. You can try all the different salty flavors. If you give Element a try, I really think you're gonna like it, but anything's possible. And Element has a bulletproof refund policy. If you try it, you don't like it, send them an email. No questions asked. They'll give you your money back. You don't even have to send back the product. That means you are taking zero risk on your first taste of Element. Once again, use my link, drinkLMNT.com/BKXC, and get your electrolytes dialed in. Summer's coming. Sweating season is upon us. It's gonna come sooner than you think. Give Element a try. E-bikes are good to go out here. Yeah, I haven't done a video in Skyline since the e-bike video where I drained my OSO battery, did a ton of laps, lots of miles. But before that, on the acoustic bike, it was the red Rayon, Orbea Rayon, like 7-8 years ago was the last time I just did a video out in Skyline. Actually, Preston on Patreon pointed out that during the pandemic, I did a ride with Sarah in Skyline. Still, 5 years ago. That's crazy, I think. I was referencing my BKXC travel map. If you ever want to see where I've been, just Google BKXC map and you'll see all my videos plotted out on a map, and it's pretty cool. I use it as my reference too. Yes, that's right. No knee pads, no gloves, no problem. It just feels better. It's not going to feel better when I hit the ground, but for the other 99.9999% of the time, it's nice. Turkey chase. I ran into this same turkey a couple days ago, this same spot, and I washed out my front wheel when I was making the turn. Roosting. There's still hope for me to learn how to jump now that the bike is actually lifting off. It was settings all along. Oh yeah, we need a berm here. I guess everybody climbs this trail, nobody descends it, so they're never gonna build one. Yes. Oh, that's so nice. Thing is, I need to write down all the settings as they are right here, right now, so I can actually replicate that and mimic it and get the air pressure, get the clicks, the rebound, the compression, because this is like too good to be true right now. I remember so many times I've tried to make the video, oh, I'm learning how to jump today, and it just would never work. It would never. I went with Rich Drew and we went to one of like the big jumping areas. I can't remember. It's like an air, insert name. It was the Air Raid Trail at the Huntley Gravity Zone. And he was like, okay, yeah, let's start off on this jump, see where you're at. And I couldn't even barely get up on that jump. And he was like, oh, okay, let's go to whatever the most remedial possible section is. The skills have evolved a little bit as well, but for my money, for my feeling, I think it's the bike settings. And I just always ran everything right in the middle. And I don't think that was the way. This is the factory tune from Ibis. However their default bikes come, they come tuned like this, and it's good. Skyline is a private park, so they make their own rules and they allow horses and e-bikes, no dogs though. They've done a good job, I think, over the past 10 years or 15 years that I've been riding out here. They've, you know, you can only do so much. We all hope there's more and more and more trails, but little by little, they've kept the mountain bike experience pretty nice, I think. And that's winning. In our neck of the woods, keeping it the same is a win. Oh, yeah. Easy. I'm surprised that even though the bike is so poppy and I feel it more pogo sticky, it's still going good on the tough terrain. I imagine that there is a trade-off there for sure, that I'm not as planted as I think I am, but it's working. They do have a nice take a bell, leave a bell program at the trailheads. I just can't do it for my videos, it's too annoying. Yeah, it's at least an hour to get back to the the new trail, so it's a decent hike, but everything on the way back is pretty good. Okay, this is the tough one. Oh, I hit it wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Slippy. Nice. I dove my front fork into the water instead of popping up. If you're still rocking the trainer this winter, and you need a little content, head on over to my Patreon page. $3 a month is the best way to directly support the channel, and I have hundreds and hundreds of extended cut videos. Most likely an extended cut video from this ride, and then all my upcoming rides from Nepal will most likely have extended cuts. It's not always a guarantee just because the way the ride shakes out and stuff, but when possible, I do my best to get the extended cuts and keep you entertained. Still just $3 a month after 8 years. Shouldn't it be like 15 bucks a month with inflation? Nope, still just $3. For the price of 1/3 of a bottle of Fiji water in Las Vegas, you can get hundreds and hundreds of hours of content. Howdy, howdy.
What's going on, Brian?
Hey, what's up?
Kevin, I'm a big fan.
Nice, awesome, I love to hear it.
It's good to see you.
Did you do Zayn?
Yeah. So this is my first day on the e-bike.
Oh, cool.
So I did it before on the analog.
Yes.
It's pretty tough.
Yes, to actually you do get out here all the way and then climb back out. Yeah. Cool.
But first day on the e-bike and it was much better.
Sweet. Yeah, hour 15, 6 miles and 1,700 feet. Oh, but this is nice. My favorite thing in the world is when some new trail pops up out of nowhere on Trail Forks. And you know, trail building, it takes years and years. So somebody had planned it and flagged it, walked it, built it, had to fix it for it to finally be open in secret, basically, you know, because I have my ear to the ground decently, but not enough. And still, these trails pop up on Trail Forks and it's like, oh, Christmas Day to go ride something new. Honeycrisp. Pretty hazy today, but you can still see Mount Tamalpais there. And then the Golden Gate Bridge towers. Where are they? They're there somewhere. Sutro Tower's in there as well somewhere. San Pablo Bay. The new Napa Costco over here somewhere, which reminds me I should try to go find some of the really good protein bars that they have, but they don't have them at the Vallejo Costco. Found them. I think the star means that it's going out of business here. Well, this is as good as it gets. San Pablo Bay up ahead. St. Paul Bay. Oh man. great conditions. Let's do some great riding. 3-minute downhill, 3.5, and a 30-minute climb back out. Woo! Oh, caution. Nice. That's great to see. They're already starting to phase in some fixes because that top is already rutted. Ooh, yeah. I'm a little more cautious. Oh, that still got me. I wanted to send it so badly. Ooh. This just flows. Oh, with a little bit of rock. Yeah. Ooh. Awesome armoring. Woo. Not sending those, just staying nice and straight and narrow. Oh, man, this is so good. It's just, when you go straight down 500 feet, it's over quick. Oh. Yeah, I'm probably a little slower than my first run because I know that there's just a lot of weird, wacky stuff. Oh. Woo. And the weirdest one is up here in a second. Oh. Woo. Yeah. There it is. Oh man. Oh, comes up on you so fast. Woo. Oh man. Ah. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Rattle me loose. Whew. Well, black or double black, it's still friggin' intense and awesome. Maybe I'll back off of my previous saying that double black would be appropriate. Oh. What a blast. Such a blast. Oh.
At the bottom of Zayn, there's a new section of trail being built, so I just went up to where it dead ended and then turned around.
It'll be interesting to see how the cows like that Zayn trail. Seems way too steep for them, too narrow, versus this. This is gonna be a battle to keep the cows off of it from destroying it. Woo. Oh, over too quick. Oh yeah. Spicy blue. Oh. Man, I feel like a hero smashing that stuff. Oh yeah. I also feel like my headset's coming loose. I cannot keep a headset tight to save my life. This seems like it's just a dirt road, but single track does magically appear right here. It's pretty nice. It really seems like it would be a super fun downhill, but Sarah said she did it and wasn't too impressed. Out in the middle of nowhere now. I'm looking forward to whatever else they're gonna build out here. They've got a great start with Zayn and this climbing trail. It really is a minor miracle to get a purpose-built, rugged, raw, steep, legit trail. Whether it's black or double black, that trail is nasty. For that to be okay, you know, for that to be what the user group wants. That's what we as mountain bikers want to see, is progressive trails, harder trails, so we can get better and get tested. It's so nice to see some new trails being built. It's been, I've been riding my bike in the Bay Area for like 15 years and the progression is very, very slow, while the rest of the world realizes that bike tourism can be such an amazing thing. We're sitting on a gold mine in the Bay Area. There's millions of acres of like untouched hills that could just have one little trail on them. That would be fantastic. A destination, especially anything you hire a professional to build nowadays, is going to be pretty dang good. But then you got to step up and maintain. And I think, man, the mountain bike clubs, I think they want to step up. They want to help. They want to be a part of this whole thing. That's why the best way to get something done is just buy a plot of private land and build trails like we're doing at Everstoke. We've made some ridiculous headway. Check out this orange peel fungus. Pretty cool. As always, I have my Trail Forks ride log in the description if you actually want to do this ride. See where I am, see how long it took. Give you a good idea what it will take. The map is not the terrain, but it helps. Never as fit as I want to be, but I would say that it's nice that I could do a big tough mountain bike ride and not get completely wrecked for the rest of the day. If I do like a super hard CrossFit workout, give it 100%, like it takes me hours to I have to do nothing, just sit there, let everything come back to normal. And that's how it was like at the beginning of mountain biking too. When I first started, you'd do like a tiny little ride and you just like have to lay on the couch and get all your faculties back, recombobulate, as I'd like to say. So it's good to just have that base level where I can go out, climb 3,000 feet, feel pretty good. Food and hydration and doing it at your own pace is all part of it too. Still curious why the trail's named Zayn. That's one of the things that got to do better myself too with Everstoke, putting just little details on Trail Forks, because otherwise all the trail history is just lost. Who built it, when it was built, how it was like a little different before. The Crockett Hills was amazing. One day, I'd go riding out there with my uncle a bunch, and then one day there was single track. It was like, what? It was just fire roads forever. And then 2012, 2015, there was an amazing little single track that they put in, and it's like, what the heck? This is fantastic. No idea who built it, why they built it. 10 miles, 2 hours in, 2,500 feet of climbing. Yeah, I'm a full-time Trail Forks person now. I use Strava forever because it recorded on the phone much nicer than Trail Forks at one point. Now Trail Forks is awesome. You can just glance and see how many feet you've climbed. I love that feature versus Strava. You have to wait until you stop and finish and save to see your climbing stats. That's all I care about, seeing the climbing stats. And I already spent enough money on this phone. I don't need another GPS computer, something that's gonna break or something that I'm gonna lose in a crash. I don't want the stats in the video all the time. It's annoying. So yeah, I think I actually have to officially go push the button and delete my Strava account and say goodbye. I got all my stuff imported over to Trail Forks. I actually had a job interview at Strava at one time. Very glad I didn't get that job, because if I ever got a real job that I cared about, that I was into, I would not be doing these videos. So I'm glad I've only had crappy jobs that I kind of hated. The newspaper was nice because we actually did make an impact on our community. It was just all nights and weekends for me. No holidays, or working most holidays, I should say. Woo! Yeah. Okay, watch the front wheel washout here. Woo! Oh yeah. One more. Okay. Emergency brake. It's over so fast. Love that section so much. Woo! Oh man. Yeah. Don't mind the loud hubs to warn the hikers. It's a nice little feature. I don't find it too annoying in the videos, but I think some people do. Whoa. All right, I'm gonna head towards Buckeye to finish out the day. I love that downhill on Buckeye. It is superb. Fast flow tech challenge. The key is just not having any traffic on the trail. There's good sight lines, so if there is someone, you can always slow down, but gotta watch out for the deer, the skunk, anything and everything might be on the trail. Someone had a really good question on the Patreon podcast about Everstoke and how do we know when the trail conditions are actually good? Because right now it's about to start snowing up there, probably for a few days, so we might get some major snow and trails will be closed for weeks. So I'm doing my best to put it on Trail Forks, always check the status there and see when the last time I updated it. But I also want to get a more reliable weather station. I have a weather station, but it's been so unreliable lately. So I got to get the reliable weather station and then get a good webcam so I can get a feed going where it just takes a little screenshot every hour, every 10 minutes, uploads it to the Everstoke website so you can actually see, okay, there's no snow on the ground. We're good to go. Woo-hoo. Oh man, there we go. I always go right on that because it's like the hard line. I feel like I have to, but the easy line was nice on that. Whoa! Woo. Hold it together. Yeah, this way. I always go that other way. This was a little wet last time. But, woo! Oh man. Oh man. Oh, perfect. Oh. Okay. A little wet. Check the lens. Can't tell. We're good. Man, that section's so good. Woo! 1, 2, skip a few. Okay. High line to low line. Oh yeah, I got a little pace going here. See how long that lasts. Some of this you need a little flat pedal power to make it good. Been rocking 23 PSI. It's a lot lower than my normal. So far so good. I'm always skeptical. My bad line choice, pushing it into rocks, blowing up wheels. But this bike seems to be getting good. Ibis carbon wheels. Okay, so far so good. We'll see. Oh yeah. No more pedaling. I gotta rest. Whew. Oh. Okay, shoot the gap here. I want to go down around the outside. Nice. Whew. Oh man, I love this one. Okay. Ah, so nice. Okay, one person up ahead in the really terrible turn. I was looking ahead so much and didn't see what was ahead of me. Howdy, just me. Have a good one. Whew. Almost lost it on that turn. Worst timing, but we're good, I think. Whew. Oh yeah. Nice. Clean enough for me. Beautiful thing. Wonderful. I'm overheating now. I'll make sure it's not another 7 years before I do another video out here. Oh yeah, look at that truck. Beautiful. Don't even have to wash it. Oh, I have truly been loving this thing. Still some weird random glitches, like I'd say half the time I hit this button and it just beeps at me, but of course right now it just works perfectly. And when I hit the button to put it up, it beeps at me randomly. I love the, I'm not calling it the grandpa step anymore because I use it too much. It's just the step. Oop. A little piece of microfiber cloth and we're good to go. Oh. Yeah, now that I'm recording, it does fine. I've got a recall I need to take care of. It's like, man, it's such a pain to be without the truck for a full day, have to go drop it off, pick it up. That was a fantastic way to spend the day. Great trails, great views, great conditions. I got a great sweat going, about 16 miles, 2.5 hours. Trail Fork said I either climbed 3,200 feet or maybe 2,700 feet. Who knows? If you're doing this ride yourself, there's a lot of different food options in downtown Napa that are awesome. I highly recommend Gott's Roadside Tray Gourmet. Awesome burgers. You never go wrong at Gott's. I'm gonna maybe go have a Costco hot dog. Well, the ride's over now. Time to get back into panic mode. I've got a lot to do, but until then, do me a favor. Go ride something new, and maybe I'll see you on the trail.